That's right, I'm back in under 7 months this time. It only took me like 2, but it didn't take me almost a year to come back with another tutorial. So, what's up? What's poppin'? What's happening? Real quick, before I get into the actual tutorial, I want to say, first off, look at this picture. Take a good look, and I want you to digest it, and I want you to realize what's wrong with it. This is disgusting. This is gross. This is actually, what's another word? This is actually abhorrent. Subscribe, like, bro, it's free. It's free to subscribe. And I know y'all been fucking with these tutorials because look at this shit. Look. Like, this is way better than any of my type beats, bro. Like, get.
What's the first thing you do or think of when you wake up?
I'm gonna kill myself.
Get in here and stay in here. Besides, it's free, and if you do it, you get bitches. Like, multiple, like, bitches if you do it. I promise. And if you don't get them within, like, today, then tomorrow. Not tomorrow, then the next day, and so on and so forth. Secondly, follow me on my social medias. Instagram and Twitter, both the same that's at @IOYBonus. I'd rather it just be bonus, but you know, people on social media like to take names and then not use the account, so you can't DM them and ask for it because the account is dead and the name is forever gone. So until I can somehow finagle my way through the system and get whatever @ that I want, like famous people are sometimes able to do, I gotta stick with IOYBonus. And everybody puts ILY in their fucking usernames. So I can't be different. I have to do this, unfortunately. Anyways, one more thing, final thing before I get into the actual tutorial. I just want to explain the instrumental I'm using. It's a remix of a beat that I put on my TRAKTRAIN. That's at TRAKTRAIN.com/bonusstage. And the name of the beat is, if I'm not mistaken, it's called No Love or whatever. It's an R&B beat, but I mean, it's made with Purity, so you could qualify it as plug&b. But I wanted to remix it and make it even more plug&b. Plug&b. You niggas know what I'm trying to say.
I don't know.
I wanted to make it sound more like plug&b, so I just made a few changes, some of them minor. And the biggest change, I sped it up a little bit to around 140 BPM. And the original beat sounds something like this. And that's what we're remixing today. Now, first off, when it comes to remixing this beat, aside from speeding up the tempo, I changed the chord progression a little bit. I added some diminished chords up in that bitch, you know? And yeah, that's pretty much it, really. After that, after the keys, I went into the strings. And with the strings, I also put in a pad to make it sound like spacier, like have them both playing together. And with the strings, something really different that I don't normally do. Well, I normally do it now. I used to just be one of the guys who would, take a note, maybe like the top note from the chord progression, and then just stretch one little string, like stretch the strings across one note is what I'm trying to say, basically. And instead of doing that, I decide to go absolutely fucking crazy with my strings every time. Like, I'll have it layered and I'll have it going into like different notes and stuff as opposed to doing it like, you know, like one note, like stretched across. I use an Ambient Pad from Nexus and I use the Vienna strings from Purity. Vienna strings 2 specifically. And for the leads, which is like the main reason why I actually chose this specific beat to remix, there's this really cool trick that I found, and I haven't seen anybody else talk about it in other tutorials. I might not be the first to do it. I might not be the first to even talk about it, but I haven't heard it. So I'm going to take credit for it and call it the bonus stage method. Now, listen, if you have done this before and you're like, I've been doing this before. I did it before this tutorial was even out. Well, I didn't know. So therefore, in my head, I made it up. So you can't erase my truth, buddy. Anyways, I took the lead here and I copied it, and basically just listen. I'm gonna let you hear it. I'm gonna let you hear it and I'll explain it afterwards. So for these first 2 leads, I copied the first lead into another track, into another lead. I don't know the names of the leads. I'll type them out or something. But I copied them, and you'll hear right here, they're the same. They're the exact same, actually. And so listen now, and you can easily hear, oh, yeah, this is the same lead moved over. And I have another lead in here, and just you wait until you hear it, it's gonna blow your mind. Just listen. And for the third lead, I added more slight changes to it, so it's not just the exact same thing. Listen to all of this. And then there's another lead in here. I didn't do any fancy tricks with it. I just played a melody that I felt like complemented the existing melodies. There's no copy paste trick with this one. And with that final lead melody, I added a electric guitar with the same melody. I did copy that melody and paste it into another track, and I was gonna use the electric guitar at certain points in the final composition. And after all that, there's the bells, pretty simple bells. Vibrate hand bell, best bell in Purity. I said it last time, I'll stand by it. Best fucking bell. Okay, maybe not the best, but it's my favorite. So, in my head, it's the best. Like I said, can't erase my truth. It's true to me. God damn it. So playing it all together, it's a pretty fat melody. Lots of leads, lots of sounds going on. In the final composition, it's a bit better to always break up your instruments into sections. Have one section sound like something and then another section sound like something else because you put a different instrument. It's kind of self-explanatory. It's kind of what you would just instinctually do when you're making a beat, I would assume. And with the drums, it's, I don't really know how to explain drums. The ticka, the fully automatic assault rifle, of course. The original beat had 2-step with rolls. I just added the ticka with the rolls. I didn't really change anything. And I added a little rim shot perk. And with the 808s, I went into it last time, but follow the root notes, or you can pitch it up, find a melody that complements the chord progression, like you'll hear right here, actually. And when you find a melody that sounds good with the 808s, when you pitch it down and it's lower pitched, it will still sound good. So so, with all that, I think that's it. So, yeah, third plug-and-b tutorial. I remember posting a poll saying, hey, you guys want something new? Like a plug tutorial, Pierre Bourne tutorial? Y'all want the plug-and-b. So, I did plug-and-b again. But, I'm kind of, what's the word? Not tired of plug-and-b. Not at all, actually. I love plug-and-b. I live and breathe it. But when it comes to tutorials, I want to add more variety to my channel. It would be a bit more fun and probably just a better idea in general to just not do one thing. So, I don't know what my next tutorial is going to be per se, but I am going to be giving plug-and-b tutorials a break. Unless, of course, y'all really, really want it. And even then, I would still want to do something else at some point. But I'll do another plug-and-b tutorial. You know, the more love shown, then the sooner I'll probably do it. But for right now, I want to focus on some other things. But yeah, that's the tutorial. Third plug-and-b tutorial, completing the trilogy until I don't know, I guess I start a new trilogy. I'm not gonna lie, I titled these videos the best plug-and-b tutorial. The new best plug-and-b, the definitive plug-and-b tutorial. Like, I'm naming it this for views' sake. Like, it catches the eye, and somebody's looking for plug-and-b is gonna be like, oh, the best, I gotta listen to this. I do it for views, and I'm running out of adjectives, so I really need to move genre. No, but seriously, I'm running out of adjectives. I need to do the same thing with a different genre. So you understand. Y'all niggas get it. Y'all get the meta. But anyways, thanks for sticking by and watching the tutorial. If you made it this far, I do hope you actually subscribe, because that subscriber ratio is actually depressing. Like, I get out of bed thinking about it, and I actually don't get out of bed. Like, I stay in bed, and I'm like, what's the point of even moving? Like why? Okay, it's not that bad. But still, though, subscribe. Like, please. I'd appreciate it a lot. Anyways, here's a full beat. If you want to hear the original beat, check out the track train, tracktrain.com/bonus.